Snap.
What is up, y'all? It's your boy Lil Beat. If you guys enjoy this, make sure y'all follow me on all social media. Hey, mind over matter. When I hop up on the beat, I'm gonna make your eardrums splatter. Yeah, I'm a master. Lilbeat. Yeah, that is me. My bars are so accurate, they never fail. I'ma uppercut the beat till it leave a trail. I'm only 15, but I got the bars that will make you whack rappers crash out. Yeah, they wonder why I spaz out. Well, I'm like an AK when I rap now, cause I bust. Ain't nothing to discuss. Gotta turn nothing into something. When Lil Beat come through, you might wanna move out the way. Yeah, move out the way. Yeah, ain't throwing shade. Yeah. That's what I got for y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
All right. Let me see what I got here. All right.
Just dropping bombs right off the bat. Let's go.
This beat is cold though. I like that. I used to wonder what goes to being chosen. Those who oppose the appointed shogun end up like the poison potion Roman. Take notice, even golden Moses was broken. Devotion comes from the explosion of emotions. It's the corrosion of a broken heart waiting to be opened. The moment you notice, you take ibuprofen because you can't let it go, because in that moment you're frozen. Your spirit woken, sickness in your abdomen, like lymphoma jumps into the cab you sitting in, drone like glaucoma around smelling constituents. You wonder what it's like to be chosen. It's riding after Poe, Eminem, and Robert Frost, being German, talking about the Holocaust. Knowing that someday you're gonna die carrying your own cross, paying taxes after inflation, knowing what it's gonna cost.
Jeez, bro. You made my bars look bad.
No, not at all, man.
Bro, you got some bars. Seriously.
You know, I'm a poet, man. I don't have that strong hip hop cadence, you know what I mean? I can't write in between the bars as well as many people, but you know, I love hip hop. I grew up on hip hop. Dude, I'm super excited because I don't know if I want to drop it right now in regards to who Lil Beat is, man. I want Lil Beat to tell people who he is. So, guys, welcome to another episode of the Dreamer Cypher. Obviously, we got mad talent right here. Lil Beat coming in, and so Beat, tell us who you are, man. Let the world know who you are and what you do.
Hello to all the viewers out there. I am Lil Beat. I try to go for I'm a rapper, I'm a YouTuber, and I produce at the same time. So I do a lot in Colorado. Shout out to everyone in Colorado watching this. I'm trying to like be one of those youngsters out of Colorado that makes it. Other people, this is my opinion personally, but other people my age, they want to just sit around and party. They don't want to chase their dreams and go for higher points, you know. But yeah, I'm Lil Beat. Have a YouTube channel, Lil Beat's World. If you want to subscribe, I got some new stuff on the way with my homie, Dope Young Living, and yeah, we gonna be dropping some bangers. Make sure y'all go subscribe.
yeah. Tell him. Ed Villain in the house. What up, Ed? He says, "Oh shit, what we got going on here?" So Ed, this is Lil Beat, man. He's 15-year-old prodigy. He's working with one of my favorite artists of all time, which is basically Big Pun's son, Chris Rivers, right? And
this Christopher, shout out to you. Well,
not Chris. Yeah.
My brother's name's Christopher too. So.
Yeah. We got Gary Vanderpool in the house. So it's Lil Beat. You know, good to see you, Gary. Man, so I'm excited because one, like, what you're doing at such a young age, man. Like, big props to you. It's incredible. You're the way of the future, you know, doing some things. And so I want to talk about and highlight that for sure. But again, I'm kind of fanboying as well because, like I said, you know, like, dude, I call him my cousin. Like, we listen to Pun even now on repeat, right? He's on our daily playlist still. And so, but again, I've also followed Chris Rivers' career because of it. You know, I know he's been on Sway. I know that he's got his albums dropping and all that stuff, like just doing some crazy stuff. You hear a lot of Pun in him, but he's his own person. And so tell us and share with us that experience of like, what is it like to learn under Chris Rivers?
Oh, it's definitely an experience. I can tell you that. Just here, I'm going to tell you how it all started. It was when my mom, well, my manager, she showed me that I could go perform with them at one of their shows. It started from there. When I performed with them, they were talking to me, and then from there we gained a relationship, and now we're like family. And we talk on a day-to-day basis. Sorry if I'm kind of stuttering.
You're good.
Good.
We talk on a day-to-day basis, and he tells me things like, well, to do this, don't do that, you know? Don't be one of these other people out here. Be yourself. Always stay motivated. Always stay motivated to you viewers out there. Because when I first dropped my song, people were hating on me. You got to think like this. When I first dropped my song, I was in 7th grade, and I told my friends about it. And then from there, everyone was playing it in the school. So I was getting hate to my face. It wasn't just over like social media, you know? Everyone was telling me, oh, why did you do this? Why did you do that? I don't care. Look at the views. It's almost at 5,000 views today, and it's still rotating in the UK.
That's
Like,
So my question, because we'll have a lot of people, we talk to people and you get the social media piece, and one of the big individuals that we follow and listen to is Gary Vee. I don't know if you've seen any of his stuff, but it is one of those things that people get scared when they get that feedback, especially that vitriol hate and just a lot of people pushing out their beliefs on other people and saying, why do you do this? You can't do this. So being 15 years old and having that type of early, I guess you could say, hate, individuals just coming and just wanting to bash you, what did you do to keep grounded, and what helped you to overcome the haters who were coming after?
I overcame it by thinking positive. So always staying positive. You always got to think about this. There is billions of people on this earth. You can't just think, oh, that person's talking about me. No one cares. Like, literally, they're talking about you, but they're the one writing that comment, wasting their time out of their day to hate on you. And you're the one going out to go reach your highest points and make your money. And they're just sitting there hating in the comments on you. You know, so I just overcame it by thinking positive and dropping bangers in their face. You know? Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how Lil Beat rolls. So, yeah, that's how I overcame it. Hate, I don't care. I don't care about hate. Spend your time typing out that little hate comment. Have fun.
Hey, Lil Beat, you ever heard of Mamba mentality?
No, I haven't.
All right. So Mamba, obviously, you know, is the nickname for the late Kobe Bryant, right?
Yep.
But Mamba mentality basically talks about how it's necessary to have haters, right? The quote, it says, like, learn to love the hate, embrace it, enjoy it. You earned it. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and everyone should have one about you. Haters are a good problem to have. Nobody hates the good ones. They hate the great ones.
Yeah, they hate the great ones.
Yeah.
Great ones.
Yeah. So, man, I just, I love your point of view and your perspective. You know, at 15 years old, you know I didn't have that same mentality that you have, and I've, you know, been following obviously you on the gram now, so we get a better understanding to kind of what you do and all that stuff, man. So, you know, kind of going through this at 15 years old, knowing that you're working with powerhouses in the music industry and that what you want to do and all that stuff, like, tell us what got you into it, and like, what has your experience been? Because, you know, 15-year-olds who are out there maybe not doing this.
Okay, yeah, let's start all the way back.
Let's go.
I think I was about 8. I was in the basement with my brother rapping. That's why I said Christopher, because he's the one that gave me the name Lil Beat. Let's start from the beginning. All right, so we were rapping. I was like, what should be my rapping name? He was like, it could be Lil Beat. I was like, okay. And then he said his name's gonna be like the Reaper, something like that. And I was like, okay. And then we started rapping that night. And then from there, I didn't know I was gonna pursue my career. But when I was deciding my rapping name, I was like, he gave me that rapping name while we were playing around. Why not use it? It's good. It's a good rapping name. And then I used that from there. And then after that, I told my mom I want to start rapping. And then boom, she got me into the business. and then I dropped Thumping, and that was pretty dope. The music video was fun. It was like amazing being in front of the camera. That's why I wanted to do YouTube. After I seen that you could be in front of a camera and do amazing things, I wanted to start YouTube. I started YouTube after I dropped my first song, but when I first dropped my first song, it was pretty dope. When I went to my first shows, I was low-key scared. I'm not gonna lie. I would get on stage, my legs shaking and stuff. And then as I would do it, I would be like, why are you scared? You're actually getting on stage. Why not just show everyone who you actually are? That's why I am showing y'all who I am now. I'm Lil Beat, and I love rapping because I got bars. I love producing because I have an ear for making beats. Just sounds are amazing to me because I think I was always supposed to be a producer because when I was little I would always beatbox. I always know, one day I might be either a rapper or a producer, but I'm both. Yeah, that's how it is. It's amazing experience as a 15-year-old. It's a lot, but I know how to maintain it because I've been in it since I was in 7th grade, like I said. Because I know other 15-year-olds that can't even handle one thing, like schoolwork. For one example, schoolwork. They always have bad grades because they can't even handle their schoolwork. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Dorinda in here. It says, I just love this kid's energy. No doubt, Dorinda.
Thank you, bro. Shout out to you.
Now, Lil B, I think the question that, especially in the rap game, that people always want to know, do you write your own bars?
Yes. Here, hold on.
He's got to prove it.
I don't want to show none of the papers, but here, I'll even pull them out.
Oh, man.
That ripped out of my old notebook. All of those papers full of my own bars, guys. I got bangers coming soon. Youngsters Chapter 2. Make sure y'all say it.
Yeah, guys. And we'll make sure that we drop your stuff in the comments as well so people can go and follow on the IG and YouTube and everything, man. So where did you learn to write your cadences and all that stuff, man?
I don't really know. It's because my mom's always been she's always been promoting since I was a baby, so it just grown on to me. Especially because shout out to my Uncle World. He passed away a couple years ago. He always motivated us. You know, he was in the music game with many people, producers, rappers. He had his own business. He did a lot of things that had to do with music. So I think it just grown on to me. Really,
I like it. Love it, man. And a big shout out to Mom. First of all, her taking time out of her birthday to allow you to kind of show up on here. Thank you, Mom. And she's just been awesome, like in our conversation with her through IG and everything, you know. And so I love the fact that the closest person to you, the person that loves you the most, is taking care of you, right? You hear so many people in the industry where they get taken advantage of, and at least you know with moms that she's going to take care of you because you're her number one. So shout out to Mom, because I know that can't be easy, right? Especially in this type of industry.
It isn't at all.
So
I go through. He has to deal with more than what I deal with.
Right. Go ahead, Scott.
So as you're doing your work, as you're making your creation, your art and whatnot, how do you keep yourself grounded? Because I think sometimes people can really lose themselves in their art. And with you being a 15-year-old, like, I know you've got a wide expansion of what you want to do and whatnot. So like for yourself, how do you keep yourself grounded to keep a level head and also have that open mind to start finding other things that can inspire the beats that you write and that you drop?
It's a mindset thing. You have to stay motivated. You have to remember this. I think of it like this. I have 100 years on this earth, and we're not for sure if there's reincarnation. So I want to make this lifetime the best. I want everyone to know like 100 years from now who Lil Beat is. Like, some of your favorite brands in the store have been there since 1940 something. They've been there because they made a name for themselves and they've grown. And that's what I want to do with myself, with producing, YouTube, rapping. I want to do all that. So yeah, I just think of it as I got 100 years on this earth. So why not do everything while I'm young? Because when I'm young, there's a lot of youngsters out here. No disrespect to any of these rappers, but in their songs, they're talking about things like popping perks and stuff, shooting guns, killing people, and they haven't done that in real life, So it's like I'm trying to be positive and grow myself as a positive person, And
Yeah, that's the. What's awesome is that at your young age, you're talking about building a legacy, right? There are people oftentimes when they think about their legacy way too late, and then they have regrets.
Yep.
So keep up that mentality, keep up that mindset, because that's going to take you way far. And what I love is just like you're talking about all these things that people search years for to be able to get to. So you're light years ahead of people in terms of all of those things, and remember that, as you go through, because, life has its ups and downs and things like that, but it's that mentality, that mindset that's going to pull you through.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's also a credit to moms as well for that, for being able to keep you in there. So, all right, man, let's get into the nitty gritty of my favorite part of just kind of the music piece. So, I mean, just off the top, obviously we know Chris Rivers, we know Big Pun. Who else are some of your favorite or some of the people that have influenced you in the game?
As a kid, besides Big Pun, I literally listened to 50 Cent all the time.
All right.
But nowadays, if you know me, you know who I'm about to say. It's J. Cole, because J. Cole could tell real stories and he could spit bars at the same time.
J. Cole's dope. I agree. I like that. When you go through the process, like for creating music, I know oftentimes for some people it's the bars and then they try to find the right music. For some people, it's they got to hear the music first to know what they're writing to. What is your process when it comes to creating that?
What'd you say? It kind of went like in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is your process? Do you listen to music first and then write, or do you write and then find the music to fit the bars afterward?
Really, that's a good question. Sometimes I even go on YouTube to look at beats, and as I'm listening to beats, I would rap, like freestyle to myself. And then if I come up with a really good flow, I would name a whole song off of that flow and then create a song off of that. So like the thing I just showed y'all, that's probably about 15 songs I just didn't touch off of going on YouTube and just writing to listening to beats. But when I make my own beats, I literally make the beat. And if I say, ooh, that could be a banger, and then I just sit there and think, what's a good song name? Because if I come up with a song name, I'll be able to come up with a hook and then a verse from there.
Like that. Yeah. Gary Vanderpool says, I gave my dude a beat. Can't wait to hear what he does with it. And again, Ed Villain, thank you so much. I think you shared this live as well.
Go crazy on that beat, bro.
I love that he writes the track and produces the music too. Emotions go between the words and music, so I think a true artist should be able to do both. I always love the feeling of the track being completely mine. So Ed is a mad talented person. Like, I've heard him beatbox, I've heard him sing, I've heard him rap, I've been privy to hear him read one of the chapters in a book that he's done. He's got a couple of songs up on Spotify and Amazon on all the different areas. So I definitely want to get you guys connected as well, just as artists, just to kind of have maybe that collaboration or somebody else to maybe, listen to and stuff like that. But yeah, Ed, man, he's done a lot of collaboration also in the Twitch universe. That's actually where I met him, spent a lot of time live streaming music and art and poetry and things like that. So I'll definitely make sure that you guys get connected, so that way you guys can maybe bounce some ideas off of each other, because Ed's an experienced artist for a long period of time, and so you just never know where you can find some of those collaborations. We actually did a compliment rap battle against each other live on Twitch before.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Still have that footage?
I think it's still up on Twitch. I still have some of the things that I wrote on here. Ed by far won because he's got good cadence and everything, man. I just can't keep up with him. Actually, I got one pulled up here. Let me see if I can.
Hey, bro, DM me. Tell him to DM me. Whenever you guys put my Instagram in here, yeah, go to my Instagram, bro, and DM me. We definitely can.
Yeah, for sure. You guys will get along great. And like I said, Ed's just one of those guys where it's like you're around him, he makes you think that like you're inspiring him, but really it's him inspiring you. I don't know how he does it. It's magic, man. So, I mean, like, bro, I'm so impressed with you and what you're doing. You know, you talked about the focus on that positivity stuff. Like, what does that look like for you from your perspective and the things that you're doing?
I don't know how to answer that question, but the way I think I push myself the way I think I push myself to keep going, you know. Because with the mindset of mine, I know, like you guys just said, I have a great mindset. With the mindset I have, I could do many things. One day I could become like the craziest billionaire, trillionaire on this earth. And no one can say anything because I had that mindset from a young age. So yeah, if you're a youngin watching this, like before you turn 18, make sure you follow your dreams. If you fall and you're not able to keep going, that's a lie, because you're able to keep going either way. Because it's all about mindset. You got to keep going. After I dropped my song, I thought I wasn't going to keep going. But guess where I am today? I'm doing this interview with my homies right here. So the mindset going, it started at a young age because it's better to just start at a young age, because you could grow yourself from a young age. You know, because that's people start here. Let's say, how old do you think your favorite rapper is? For you guys, how old do you guys think your favorite rapper is?
Oh man, my favorite rappers are old now, man. I think Eminem's 50, right? So, but I do like some of the new guys that are coming out. I love J. Cole. He's good, man. I love. You heard of Token?
For example, J. Cole. He started when he was young, and really, my motivation is because when I heard J. Cole's, I forgot what that one song was, but they said that he made that beat off of like a $50 machine, and that song is really good. It's really, really good, and he was my age when he made it, so that's just my motivation. I was like, wow, he could make his own beat and make his own bars and make a really good song, and it has millions of views.
Love it. We got Chris Martinez here on YouTube, says manifest, bro. And then Dorinda again, the perseverance Lil Beat has is astonishing. He's broken my son's shell a little bit, which I haven't been able to do. I couldn't ask for a better influence. So man, you're already
shout out to y'all,
creating this platform, right? And you're creating you know, you're building that legacy, man, here in person, and people are here to support and show up for you. What I want to do really is, you know, we've heard your story now, and you know, everybody's watching this, I'm sure, is a big fan now, right? And so now we need to go and do the follow on the YouTube, on the gram, and all those pieces. Rakim is 53 and can still run with the best. Absolutely, Ed. So, Lil Beat, I mean, I want to give you the opportunity to do and focus on whatever you want, man. So if you want to spit some bars, you want to play some beats, you want to do both, you want to just talk, it's completely on you. I want to give you this time to be creative and be an artist in your own shell.
Yeah, actually, we could do a little bit of all. I'm gonna start with YouTube. Guys, I got some bangers coming on YouTube. If you guys ever wanted to do collabs, DM me. I'm down to do pranks, anything. I got some new bangers on the way with my homie Dope Young Living in DYL. If you guys want to go shop with DYL, they're in Chapel Hills Mall. Yeah, bangers coming soon though. But yeah, let's get to the beats.
I love it.
Beats.
I'm excited, bro.
I find it funny as you're pulling that up, Lil Beat. I watched one of your reaction videos. You watched your first music video, and just how you were kind of harsh on yourself with that whole video and whatnot. But I think it's a wonderful thing when you can go look and kind of see the growth that takes place, and then you can look and say, okay, here's something that worked back then that I can pivot and adjust a little bit. But I think that's a beautiful thing to watch that growth and that progression that you're able to make, and what you can do with that going forward within your skill set and everything that you're looking at bringing onto the table. For yourself, would you rather have a video that goes viral, or do you want, or how large or how wide do you want your music to reach and impact lives?
I don't want my video to go like, for some people, they only go viral for TikTok videos. I want my song personally to be playing in movies, the radio all the time. Here's for an example. Drake's music. They play it in movies, sometimes movies, right? They play it everywhere. So yeah, I want my stuff played everywhere. So I'm gonna keep going for that.
Nice.
And then we had Ed that chimed in. He said, I see the name Patrick Ewing in the background. I know one of the pairs of shoes that you had that DYL did some rap job for you on it.
Yep.
Was a Big Pun inspired Patrick Ewing shoe, I think.
Yep.
Oh, that's so dope. I love it.
And I know Gary was talking. He's like, these are shoes that I haven't even seen personally. Trying to find them online is the hardest thing to do. But I think that's a unique thing, that crossover right there, Big Pun with a Patrick Ewing style shoe, how they have that mashup and that crossover, and just the power that has within that piece.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, huh, Ed? Yeah, Ed's over here like, nice.
Thank you, bro. I love those shoes too. I wish warm, but I can't. You see how they look. Here, this is why I couldn't wear them. The bottom has like writing in a basketball.
Oh man, that's tight.
I didn't want to wear it because of that reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you a big Knicks fan or just a Ewing fan then?
I love the Ewing shoes. I like what he did with them. They look like a boot, but they're sneakers.
Right. Nice. All right, man. Let's hear a banger.
All right. I'm gonna pull up one beat here. Sorry, guys. I completely forgot about pulling up the beat.
You're good, man.
You're good. No worries. And then while you're doing that too, I know talking to your mom, she said like your siblings are very inspirational, and they're also doing some big things too. So it sounds like yourself with your siblings are very talented, and you have a family full of just talent that's going out the windows.
Yep, my little brother, he's actually a painter, and he's going to be getting his painting hung up in Styles P's house. So that's cool. Make sure you guys go follow him. I think it is Mooney Clips on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it is. If not, I could DM you guys it.
Yeah, please.
Down there. It's Mooney Clips. And then my sister, she has her own cosmetic lines. For you girls that's watching this, it has eyelashes. You can know you girls like them eyelashes. And got lip gloss. It got a bunch of good necessities for you girls. Make sure you guys go check her out. It's my Dimensions. I could text it to them. I'll make sure you go at her.
We just have to have you guys as a family or as a unit come on, right? And just kind of drop the links and then get to know everybody, mom included.
Somebody go get them?
Yeah, if you want to bring them on, it's your call.
I mean, talk to mom, see what she says. We don't want to take away from the additional time because we want to respect her birthday and her time. But again, if it's not tonight, we're more than happy to have you guys come on another night too.
Actually, yeah, you guys reschedule. We'll have the whole family come on if that's okay with her. Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, we'll reach out to mom and talk to her. Yeah,
my phone's gonna die. All right, y'all. But yeah, I gotta pull up this beat real quick.
You got any merch dropping here soon?
Yep, I'm actually dropping Lil Beat's World merch. It looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I think I could pull up a picture of my logo so you guys get the concept of what it's gonna look like. I don't want to give y'all too much, but I'll give y'all a little bit.
And so when you look at it, because I think I've seen it off of Instagram, I think it's on your IG.
Oh yeah, it's like colorful, and then it has Lil Beat's World. Yep,
Yeah,
like a black and white version of it.
Nice.
And so when you're thinking of that, because I'm guessing coming up with that merch idea goes in line when you're thinking of music and dropping your bars and all that.
Yep.
What was kind of the concept when you started creating that logo for yourself?
You see my hair? You see my hair? It's me pretty much. Lil Beat's World. So Lil Beat's World is everything that surrounds Lil Beat. Everything that has to do with Lil Beat, I'm gonna upload. That's why when I came up with Lil Beat's World YouTube, I knew I was gonna do vlogs, everything on that channel, because I wanted to be like my life. Like how family channels they be doing challenges and pranks and stuff on their YouTube channel. That's what I came up with. And then the logo is so fire, so I wanted to put it on some merch. People be rocking some Lil Beats World merch. Little did they know it's a whole YouTube channel.
Oh man, yeah. And then soon you're gonna have this following, right? And then you're gonna have these pink T-shirts for these girls going out there, and it's gonna be a heart, and it's gonna say "heartbeat" for all the girls that following you on the gram.
All right, y'all. I got a beat pulled up for y'all. If you guys like this beat, make sure y'all go DM me. I could definitely make a beat that has to do with trap, anything. This is boom bap, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoy.
Lil Beat Productions.
This is tight. I like that.
Lil Beat Productions.
Yeah, I got that for y'all. And also I could play something live.
So then, as you're over there nodding your head to the music and whatnot, what's going through your mind when you're just listening to your own beat, and what do you envision with that beat right there?
I envision myself being on the track. I low key when I was listening to this beat, I was usually when I listen to my beats, I think of a music video. I think of, even if there's not a music video with it, I think of how a music video could be shaped around it. So I try to put little sounds there to change up. Like if someone's going to turn the camera and twist it off of a little sound I put in the beat. That's why I just listen and like shaking my head to it. So I can just listen to every little sound. But I'm going to play something live for you guys. Hopefully this loads and it doesn't take forever. It never loads, but it's loading right now. But anything else you guys wanted to cover?
Man, this is your time to shine. You know, we just wanted you to be the artist that you are, to show people like who Lil Beat is. You know,
Guys,
we got all the questions that we had out of the way, man.
Fake, I'm gonna pull it out.
Ooh, let's go.
I'm not gonna do. This is like for you producers. This is arcade. And I like using this because it is just how I make beats. I want to play something on here for you. so much bass it just doesn't shake the phone. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that.
It's very fascinating to watch somebody just get into their zone of genius and just to see what's taking place and just the focus that can take place for somebody that's in that zone of genius. And with Big Pun being one of the aspects of the inspiration for who you are, how much has his music and his life impacted? Because I know there was a video, I think, on one of the team pages for you that showed the unveiling of the street name in New York City for Big Pun. And just how wide and deep is that impact for him as a musician?
I love Big Pun because, like he said before, he's not a rapper. But oh my God, the phone's finna die. I'm sorry, guys. It's at 1%. If it dies on me, right, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
But he spits bars without even trying. He could go into a song actually talking, like literally talking to you.
Yeah.
Like a conversation like we're doing now, and it's a banger. And he was just amazing for the person he was because he was thank you for the charger.
Somebody came to the rescue.
He thought out the box. He thought out the box when it came to his craft. Here, I'll just have to hold the phone. But yeah, he thought out the box when he came to the craft. His son mentors me. So does, shout out to Whisper. Shout out to you, bro, if you're watching this. He mentors me a lot too. Which is I think it's Big Pun's nephew.
Okay. Chris
Rivers' cousin. But yeah, shout out to y'all. And Big Pun, he's amazing. I don't even explain how Big Pun is. He just dropped bangers because.
Well, and what I thought was amazing too, is a lot of people kind of talk about this artist named Selena, right? Basically bridging the Latino community, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it, Big Pun was one of the first guys to bridge that in the hip hop scene where he made rapping in Spanish simultaneously with English seem like it was nothing. And it sounded so good when he did. So I credit Big Pun for being able to bridge that gap and opening that door up for other Latinos, right? Like Fat Joe and all of those things. I think there's a thing that's where a lot of people forget that Big Pun all really changed the game for a lot of people too. So Ed says, I have a question. Is there any thoughts of college to up your game? The musical programs that are offered today are incredible.
Actually, yes. I actually want to go to engineering college. I think I seen it on an ad actually. It had like a spaceship as its logo, but I want to go there because they have engineering classes. I want to learn how to make my beats sound better. They already sound good. I just want like it to sound more professional, for people's ears. My beats are not, because people, not everyone wants to hear boom bap. I want to learn how to make all types, like rock and roll, electric, and all that. I want to make all those amazing type genres when it comes to music. So yeah, I want to go there so I can learn how to even mastering songs, because I heard that mastering is pretty hard. That's why people have to take those years of classes for mastering to become an engineer. Yeah.
Have you also considered maybe taking on some of those master classes? I know Timberland teaches one. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Dre has one, but I know for a lot of times you pay one subscription for the year and you have access to all those classes. So that may be an avenue to maybe explore.
If you DM me that, I would definitely go check.
I got you for sure. Yeah. Man, like, I can't believe it's already gone by 40 minutes. This is really crazy.
Wow, we had a wonderful conversation.
Yeah,
for you guys are enjoying. If the people that left already, you just don't like hearing positive words. I guess.
Yeah, call it how it is. No, what's funny is that, like, we just never know who's gonna come in, who's gonna watch this, and then all of a sudden, you got people like who they watch it like 2 days later, and they're like, "Bro, I missed this on live or whatever," but they'll catch it on the replay. So if you guys are watching this live, hashtag live. If you are watching this on the replay, hashtag replay. But again, we're going to go ahead and make sure that we get all the information in there in the comments for Lil Beat, so that way you can reach out directly. You can follow him on YouTube. You can get him on the gram. I know we're going to get him and Ed connected so they can go ahead and talk about maybe some sort of collaborations and things like that.
Definitely.
Tim and Missy grew up right down from the road from me. I'm back in my old neighborhood now. That's dope, man. I didn't know that. And that's awesome, right? Because like that they're legit and the work that they had to put in. So Lil Beat, like one of the biggest things that we love to focus on is this piece of thankfulness. And you've already done quite a bit of it already. That talks a lot about who that positivity piece. But I guess I got my little guy running in here.
Yes.
But as you is there anybody that you would also like to maybe give a shout out publicly or to acknowledge, as part of that positivity piece and things like that? Because we find that like that's such a huge piece and impact for people, and maybe sometimes life gets busy, so it's really hard to maybe keep going there.
First of all, I want to shout out my Uncle World. Like I said, he died a couple years back. I want to shout him out because he really motivated me as a kid to keep going. He would even come up with the belt like, "Hey, you better stay out of trouble." Stuff like that. I would really want to shout him out because he was just the man who he was. I didn't have a dad in my life, so he was the father figure I had. When he passed, it was like hard for me. But now that's why the way I am now, it's because of that. Because it made me think like he was doing something. I gotta finish it for him, And I also want to shout out my mom. Definitely my mom, because she's been there through everything. My first show, my second show, this whole interview, she's watching through the whole thing. She literally coached me through everything. She told me what to say when I didn't know what to say. Before I got on stage, she went on stage with me for my first show, and she talked to the crowd so I feel more comfortable. So yeah, that's why I shout her out, definitely, because, and plus when I didn't have things, she would take money out of her pocket to go invest into my career.
So what you're telling me is every day is Mother's Day.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Definitely.
awesome. Love that, man. Man, I just want to say,
mom is dope.
I just want to say, like, I'm so impressed with who you are and what you're putting out there, and I'm excited. It gives me hope for your generation, right?
Yep.
And so if there's anything that we can do to help be mentors, to help you on your journey, whether it's a connection, whether it's, any of that stuff, I'm going to DM you my personal number just
definitely,
so you can reach out to me. Like,
I'll definitely reach out to both of you guys.
Yeah. I mean, because
you guys
like
are on the same road I am. You guys are positive. You guys are not like the other. No disrespect to people in Colorado, but people in Colorado are just they want to stay in Colorado. They don't want to go anywhere else with their life,
Yeah,
they don't want to do anything else.
we just want to be supporters to help you grow. And sometimes it's hard, right? Because like maybe mom's too close sometimes, right? You talked about maybe having a lack of a father figure and all that stuff. Like, so we're just supporters, right? And so I'll make sure that mom has our contact info as well, but we definitely want to basically do what we can to help promote, help support you and your goals and your dreams. You're doing some big things already, and we just want to help be additional resources for you. Scott, obviously, I know that you were you pursued to be able to bring Lil Beat on here because what you saw through Instagram was so cool and so important. And again, I'm blown away. But what are your thoughts, man?
I'm excited because it was one of those things that I had seen the picture of Lil Beat and Gary on Instagram. Lil Beat was talking about the vlog coming out, showcasing the store. And then Little Beat sent a follow request to the Instagram page. And then I just started talking to him a bit. I was like, man, love what you're doing. And then I sent a direct message to him and said, hey, I don't know if you're open to this, but we do this with a roundtable discussion. And just love to have you come on because it is one of those things of inspiration, especially for somebody your age and what you're doing. I think that can give that inspiration to another young individual that may be lost, maybe doesn't know what to do. And so they can follow your journey as you're producing the YouTube channel videos, doing the vlogs, the Instagram piece. I think it's the inspiration piece. And I know your mom talked about you being really big on wanting to give back and helping others. And that at an age of 15, to have that mindset already, I can only just imagine what that looks like in 10 years when you're 25 and you're coming into your own, even further along than where you're at now. Just what that's going to do for you. And when it comes to the brand and who you are as a person, I think ultimately you have a lot of the necessary foundation that will keep you grounded as you're progressing in your career, that you're not going to see a lot of what you see with other young individuals that come up and then kind of go off the rail and losing themselves. And so I think I'm grateful and I'm excited to be part of the journey just to watch ultimately and just be another individual to be a springboard if need be. But ultimately just to be a cheerleader and just watch what takes place and just say, yep, we had Lil Beat on when it was just starting out and growing, and now we know where he's at, and it's huge. I love it. Yeah. But appreciate you coming on and giving us your time. Ultimately, that's huge there.
Yeah, well, Ed's asking if you're working on an album, and I know that is a yes, I believe, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I might just make an EP, but if I'm up to it, I'm gonna make a whole album.
There you go.
How about this? How about this?
Oh, go ahead.
I got a deal for everyone watching this. If my channel reaches 100 subscribers within 2 weeks, I'll drop a whole album.
You're very close to it. I think you're at 75 when I last looked today, so you're very close.
Right. There's about 30 people in here. Hopefully all of y'all go in there and just subscribe.
We got you, man. So thank you for that challenge. I just want to share one quick story with you. And this was basically kind of how I envision your journey, minus some of the death parts here. So there's this gentleman basically in India who died, and they call him the Mountain Man. Mm-hmm. Basically, there's a certain part in India where you used to have to walk like 30 miles to be able to get around this mountain. So if you lived in the village that was around, you were literally walking for like 18 hours a day to go and grab food and then have to come back. So this guy started digging literally a hole through the mountain. And everybody basically made fun of him. People were like, bro, you're never going to be able to get through this. It took him a long time, right? 22 years of digging, but he finally chiseled through the entire mountain and created this whole path of his own that people were able to walk through. And so what I'm seeing from you, man, is that you are kind of today's modern mountain man, where you're forging your own path. You're going against what other people aren't doing. So I want you to keep that in mind, that like there's going to be a lot of haters like you talked about, but we need them, right? So you got that Mamba mentality now.
In a sense, they're our motivation.
Yes. Yeah. So Ed, YouTube, I think, is where we're trying to grow that following for Lil Beat. But we'll get you his stuff on Instagram and YouTube, so you guys can connect on both. I love Dorinda's comment, says we need more entrepreneurs to rally around you and support you. So Lil Beat, we got you, man. You just let us know what you need and who you need to connect with. And you just let us know, and we'll do what we can to get you connected.
Definitely. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Bro. Shout out to you, Patrick. Shout out to you, Scott. It was an amazing experience. You guys made it feel more comfortable. Really, I was nervous before I got on. I was like, interview. But no, you guys talked like it was a regular conversation. So I was like, oh, let me tell them how I actually am and how I actually think. So yeah, hope Hope you guys enjoyed for the viewers, and thank you for inviting me, guys.
No, it was our pleasure, man. Thank you so much for your time. And again, we'll reach out to mom. Maybe next time we just get you and the whole family out there because you guys are mad talented. We want to support that.
For sure, for sure.
All right, go enjoy the birthday with mom. Mom, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and you guys have a good one.
Peace.
All right. Well, that man, we gotta love it. We're still live right now, so we'll finish up. But I think right here, this is proof of just the individuals that we have in the city, the individuals that are out there to connect with. Ed said, "Great Cypher." Ed, thank you for your support. Thank you for checking this out. Thank you for just being on here the whole time.
Yeah, thanks for sharing, guys. Honestly, like, we're thankful, and how we're getting people like Lil Beat on and some of the guests for our podcast is so surreal right now. But like, it doesn't happen without your support, right? So we'll make sure we get Lil Beat stuff in there, but for you guys to be able to continue to support, for us to continue to do that, a good portion of it is that we're doing our part to help support them, and so we can do that a lot easier with your guys' support on our channels as well. So again, if you're on Facebook, check out that Two Native Sons and just hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, go and search Two Native Sons and go and drop a sub, because all of those things are going to allow us to continue to grow and expand and bring great content like this.
Yep. And I think also, if you've got individuals that just to have them come on the platform and showcase who they are it's a huge thing. Ultimately, just to give this platform to have people just talk and have the conversation. And I think it's a testament too, because Lil Beat talked about how he was just at home and comfortable being on this platform. And that was one thing that I know, talking to his mom, she was asking, she's like, what does he need to get prepped for? I was like, we'll just have a conversation. But that's testament right there. Lil Beat spoke and said, man, you just had it at ease. You put me at ease. And I just felt comfortable to be here. And that's what we've always spoken in regards to what we're doing, is having these open dialogues and allowing people to be comfortable and be themselves and not hold anything back, because that's ultimately what people are looking for. They're looking for that piece to be able to be authentic. And of course, Lil Beat gave multiple shout outs, but to Gary and Dorinda and their team at DYL, Design Your Life, go check them out, go support them. I know they can help out with merchandise if you need shirts made and all that here in Colorado Springs, but Gary will also take care of you even if you're out of state. So that's another family that has been huge and instrumental, and just to see the growth that's taken place for their store.
Well, and the community that they're building too,
Yeah.
right? For collaboration, allowing other artists to come in and sell merchandise and all that stuff. So huge shout out to Design Your Life, Gary and Dorinda and the entire family of what they're doing. Also, us being able to make some great connections with like Devin and things like that, supporting young entrepreneurs, supporting artists of all sorts. So yeah, if you're not fans of them, like, go in and find that on Facebook, facebook.com/Design Your Life. Connect with Gary and Dorinda. Again, that's what it's all about, is that community, is that collaboration mentality and that tribe vibe.
Track your tribe, go find it and whatnot. And so I would honestly just have people do that deep dive and really go find who they want to become and attract that tribe. It's a very important thing, because, like Patrick, you had shared, is the only way any of this grows is through word of mouth, through the support that we have with individuals. Like the YouTube channel, we can't go grow that ourselves. We can't go fake 1,000 email accounts, because that would just be a lot of unnecessary work and energy. But ultimately, that is a community-based thing, that it grows by the community. And so I think that's a beautiful thing, that everything that we do is very organic. And so I'm excited. I just know just things that are coming into fruition. Man, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is that we need to go and do another one at some point on IG with Lil Beat. And then also maybe have him host us potentially on a YouTube or something like that, so we can help grow his following there. But
I'm down. We'll go do a challenge. So
yeah.
I'm always down for that.
We do some pranks with Lil Beat. It's gonna be fun. So anyway, guys, we're just so thankful for anybody that gets a chance to stop by and supports what we're doing. We got some really big things that are coming up here. We're redoing a podcast and revamping that. The only thing I can tell you at this point in time is that the following for our first 3 guests is totaling over 20 million. And I think the net worth is more money than I've ever seen in my entire life. So I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to share what we've learned with these guys and to be able to highlight that. It's mind-boggling to see what we've got, honestly, because we've got people on the inner circle of top coaches. We've got professional athletes, and it's crazy, right? We've got a guy who basically was a pastor of 2 mega churches, you know, and so the growth and the stories that we've got coming to be able to share with you guys is incredible. I think I've already given away maybe too much, but I'm super excited for all that to be able to hit. And so,
not too much. It's just a little tidbit of taste here. Here you go.
good. Yeah. I mean, get excited. And again, these are guys that basically, I mean, one dude had like 22,000 followers on Instagram, and he was like, I'm down to come to your podcast. So be excited. And thank you again for your support. We appreciate you guys' time.
Yep. Catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Later.